we about to come up looking like two fresh nigga like.
Yes.
All right, we about to get on and popping. What am I saying? What am I talking about? You're gonna listen because I'm gonna hypnotize you right now, and you're not gonna watch my video. Watch the whole thing. Like, comment, share, and subscribe to me. So I told you guys to send me questions to askjaequestions@gmail.com. I got a question. Why do I sound white? So I guess the mentally calculated reason, or like the obvious reason why I sound and why I talk the way I talk, is because of where I'm from. I was born in Philly, and then I moved to DC. I went to an all-black school. I was one in a million black kids. But then I moved, and then I moved to New York. And no, not the New York that Alicia Keys and Jay-Z be like, in New York, as the blue dreams are made of. No, not that New York. I lived in upstate New York. Upstate New York in the middle of nowhere where all you know is isolation and white people. And every time it would thunderstorm, the trees would catch on fire. But that's kind of irrelevant, so never mind. I had two best friends in upstate New York. One was Jamaican and one was Indian. You know, colored people gotta stick together, you know. Fight the power! I feel like how you talk is just a product of your surroundings. But I do believe in balance. I'm not one of those black girls that are just like,
I wanna get blue eye contacts, and I wanna straighten my hair all the time, and I'm gonna dye it blonde, and oh my god, I'm so fat. Like, I wanna lose all this weight and listen to country music, and like, everything is going so good.
Balance is key. There should be a balance between accepting who you are and being influenced by your surroundings. You know, the little girl, she came up to me, she's black, and she came up to me and she was basically saying, you know, you sound different. How? You talk really white. It just amazes me how society, or just this world is so messed up that like we get so surprised to hear a black person talk with intelligence, or hear a black person talk like they're proper, or whatever you want to call it. And the girl, she came to my house because like my mom and her mom were talking about something. She came to my house, this little girl, and she walked around with me and she held my hand and she said, wow, why do you live in such a big house? So I told her, because my family worked hard for it. You don't have to stay in the hood, and you shouldn't want to stay in the hood. The hood is something that you want to get out of. Once you put in that work and get that education that you want, and you work hard for what you want, you can get what you want. The less knowledge you have, the less educated you are like 10 times more easier to manipulate and control. Knowledge is power. The system is jacked up. Why is it that black people make up the vast majority of people incarcerated in America? Why is it that a black person can commit the same exact crime as a white person, but the white person still manages to get a shorter sentence than the black person? Why is it that you only see black people being portrayed in like mainstream media as if they're acting like loud, ratchet, ghetto, a drug dealer, gangster, a murderer, or a slave? Why is it that when you see a female on TV representing the black culture, you usually see, you know, the light-skinned, different color-eyed, curly hair type looking chick? Just start thinking about why things are the way they are. Just walk through life and live through life questioning everything.
Like, comment, share, subscribe.